Yo everyone. So in this video I'm going to be talking about how I became NihilAnand. So a lot of people have been asking me, firstly they ask my income, like how do you earn, etc. So I'll be talking about that. Secondly, I've always been asked, like what exactly drove you there? And I was always at frustration with life. I was always disinterested in life, etc. But I recently came to know the real reason. Okay, how exactly it happened. I was bound to reach this point at some point, but why I reached it so early? Why I came to know things. So it began. I've spoken about my this in the life of Nihil Anand. I made a video on that, the NihilAnand story, I think it's called. And I made a video on that, and I've explained my whole life story. So there is this point where I lived in Pondicherry, and I used to live. I used to be in the French school, and I was a topper then. Like I used to come first in class. Okay, I loved school. I used to go every day. I used to literally wake my mom up on certain days because I used to love going there. And it was really exciting. There were good teachers. There was a good syllabus. I think it was IB, International Baccalaureate, and it was completely in French. Okay, and I really enjoyed that life. I had good friends. I had it was in a beautiful city, and suddenly they moved me to a city called Mumbai. Okay, which is where I'm currently, and that's when I lost hope. It was a bubble where I came from there, and then suddenly, poof, it was gone. All right, and it was absolute dirt and people spitting on the roads and doing the worst things to each other, and I was just like, what is this? So that is when my hope in life was completely destroyed. Okay, that is at a very young age, and I cried a lot. Like I was depressed for a year almost, and you know and I saw a lot of like that's when I started seeing life for what it is. Other than that, I had a very confused childhood. Okay, it was like, see, some of my friends are rich. Okay, clearly, some of my friends are middle class, and some of my friends were poor. Okay, now they would not be as screwed up as I am because I was so confused. All right, so it was like this, right? My dad would buy something really fancy, like a flat or a house or a car or something like that, and something really expensive, and then for the next 1 year we'd be poor AF. Like we'd not go out for restaurants. We'd not go out to we'd just go to one place which was very cheap, and we'd not invite people home. So it was very weird. Like, and then suddenly there was this burst of money. We'd go for a big holiday, and after that there was no money. Okay, and on that holiday everything was spent on the holiday. Like you could not go on the holiday and go shopping. You could not spend money. There was always, oh, money is less, we have little money. I'm like, then why did you go on that holiday? Why did you buy that car? Why did you buy that house if you did not have capital to live? Okay, or if you don't have food to feed yourself, like you can't go to a restaurant once in a while. So it was a very confused childhood, and that confusion led me to search for clarity. I think it's good in a way, bad in a way, but like even my poor friends, they're still in a very clear illusion, okay, that I have to eventually reach there. Right? I have seen there and everything in between. And that is where I come from. That is where exactly my psychology and my distrust for life and my understanding of the way things are comes from. Okay, and that is how I viewed life, because I wanted to search what is. I want to know what exists. All right, and that is where all this came from. That is when NihilAnand basically was formed. And I think in 2015 I started with the whole, I started with the whole hopelessness thing. I'm like, what is this nonsense and all? And then it became, in 7-8 years, it became like a, that's where NihilAnand came. Now, what do I do? Okay, I teach martial arts. Okay, that is the thing I can bear the most. I can bear it, teaching martial arts, and I like to teach in general, because what happens is I get bored with doing things. Right? If I'm doing something, I get bored halfway because I've understood the whole thing. Right? I like to think that I'm a little smart, so I understand things like that. Like I think I've understood life pretty much, at least physical life, and I'm bored of it. So everything else, like anything that I do, eventually I understand it, and then I'm just like halfway. I'm not doing this. It's too boring for me because I know the result. I know what is going to come, and that bores me. Even if I'm working to be a millionaire, I know, okay, when I'm a millionaire, I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to do this. What else? What else? Then what? So the only thing that I can bear is teaching, and out of that, I believe that the most diverse thing you can teach, the most different thing you can teach is martial arts, because it involves everything. It involves physics, chemistry, biology, and life, and fighting, and fitness, and anatomy, and everything. Like, there is nothing that you cannot include in martial arts. Now, I'm going to start making some martial arts videos on Black Sheep Academy. Okay, I'll put up the introduction video, because it's very, it's actually, I cannot find a deeper subject than martial arts. It involves everything: situation, geography. It's really a deep thing, and that's the only thing that I can bear teaching. I'm going to start teaching other things also, but I think martial arts, I think everything stems from martial arts. Like, the awareness of your body and who you are and why you are eventually will lead you to understanding everything else. So yeah, that's what I do. I teach martial arts. I plan to teach more things. Okay, I plan to at least start teaching English and confidence and personality development, and that's, I've already started on Black Sheep Academy, and hopefully start to make money out of that. But anyway, I don't have much ambition. Okay, and I'm only doing things that I can bear. I have no passion as such. I'm curious about life. Okay, and I'm just like, why is this like that? It's more from irritation that I'm dissecting life than from interest or curiosity, and irritation and boredom. I'm just bored. I'm like, what else do I do? Okay, dissect life. What else is there to do? Now, I'm not going to sit in an office for 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day. So might as well dissect life, and while you're at it, teach others, because teaching is learning. When you're teaching someone, you reinforce things, and then that person comes and asks you a question, and you're like, oh, I didn't think of that. So then you go and dissect that also. That is who I am. That is what I generally intend to do. Inside, I'm zero. I'm nothing. I just want to get out of here. All right, but the body stays alive. I've not yet had the guts to end it. So I'm here in this limbo, and I'm like, why not examine the limbo? So that's who I am basically, and that's what I do. And how much do I earn? I'd say about $400 a month, which helps me, like, it's good. And sometimes for security, I do security work also, for high level clients. That earns me a good amount, so that keeps me up for the year if at all I need extra income. And that's it. That's all. I'm just here existing, waiting to get the hell out of here. That's all.